Hi everyone, this is LAR Games, and today I'm watching the very last episode of this season for DanMachi Season 2. It's been kind of a meh ride throughout this whole thing. Pretty much nothing that I was kind of looking forward to in the second season has come true. Or, been shown at all. So that's been pretty disappointing. For the most part, while I've been watching this, I've just been looking forward to, getting past the things we're currently on. So, I hate to say that about anything that I'm experiencing. So that's pretty disappointing. Hopefully, next season will be interesting. Well, let's just watch this. Seems they were able to get out of that gorge somehow. Well, and what's it? She'll never stop that, will she? He reacted pretty obviously. I feel she's gonna die. She has the hairstyle for it. Even in the opening. I think I watched this last week, but I'm gonna do it again just for good measure. The chains there were kind of on the nose, don't you think? Yeah, they're pretty much just spoiling things that are going to happen in the show, in this opening. Those are events that happen in this season. Unless they changed the opening, right after they happen and they added those. We barely saw any of her. That's been super disappointing. Also, does Tiona appear, at all in this opening? I don't even think I noticed her. I guess they're not going to explain how they got out of that. Well, someone's gonna die this episode. You're not happy anymore then? Or do you already consider yourself dead? Oh, she is. She's sure to be enjoying that. No, you're not. You're not sorry at all. I gotta say, it does look better than your regular outfit. Considering how high level you are, I don't think you need... Like, I'm pretty sure you could carry, like, 20 of those by yourself. Also, she could probably help, too. She's much stronger. Well, that's connecting back to this now. Maybe they have, like, a bad side effect. Maybe that's why they're staying away. But then people can't really detect that kind of thing. I hope nothing's wrong with this town. Is this really the last episode? It doesn't feel like it is. I just assumed it is. I never actually checked how many episodes this season has. Well, someone has a grudge. Quite personal, it seems. And this guy seems quite fixated on Hestia. Well, it seems he's going to be straight up about it, so that's good. So it's kind of a similar situation to this, but at least Belle has kind of like a whole group going on now. Yeah. Yeah, seems your time's running out. Not your daughter, right? Yeah. Of course, the kind of love there is pretty different. At least, you know, in Belle's direction, at least. Yeah, I thought you were going to do that. The least you could do is say her name right. Gonna wingman him a little bit here. Oh, so it wasn't to wingman him. It was, it was to kind of confirm that she didn't have a rival. All right. I overestimated Hestia here. That fire's not giving off smoke at all. Also, Hestia looks so much better in that outfit. Like, seriously. She should wear that forever now. Yes, it's a dance where they all stay frozen in place. It's very popular around here. Yeah, he's not going to do that. Or maybe he's going to do that by accident. Because it didn't seem like he was paying attention. So she's just using that as a pretense then. You mean your overreaction? This little moment here kind of reminds me of Firefly. I don't know why. Just like, I think the music mixed with the event. Next thing he knows, he wakes up and he has a wife. And nobody knows her. Now one of his teammates will try to give up his prized sword as a trade for the wife. I might be spoiling Firefly if anybody watches it in the future. Uh-oh, Dad's missing? Or dead? Or dying? Yeah, he's dying. Best friends, huh? So is there any way to communicate with heaven? They could have had like a long distance sort of thing going on, if that was possible. I wonder if the same rules apply to humans. Oh, that actually got me quite a bit more than I thought it was going to. I didn't expect that. Death scenes really do get to me like that. I don't know why. Even for this character that I didn't know at all. So no memory and stuff. So basically, death. It's just actual non-existence. It's like if somebody had a painting and they just, well, dissolved all the paint on it and just had a canvas again. It's still the same canvas, but it's not the painting anymore. I mean, they've kind of hinted that he was a demigod, so maybe he'll be able to last a long time. You know, somebody told me Belle was 14, and I gotta say, I find that really hard to believe. Look at how tall he is. I mean, Hestia is pretty short, but I mean, like, Eyes herself, I think, is, like, relatively tall, too, so... And she's much older than Belle, supposedly. I don't know. Is that how that ends? I would both hate and love being hugged by Loki. I guess that's it. Something in the dungeon again? Hello there. Wow. Okay. She looks pretty good, but I have no idea if she's a good guy or a bad guy. But it was kind of weird how it felt like this was setting up for a bigger arc, but it was, you know, a bigger, more interesting arc than the ones that we had. And it's kind of resolved really quickly. Also, I do want to say that I enjoyed this episode more than the majority of the episodes in this season. Quite a bit. So it's good that the last episode was one of the best episodes, but at the same time, just being, like, alright, it kind of says just how unsatisfying the rest of this season was, you know, just in terms of the events. I have been told that this season wasn't adapted very well, but at the same time, even if they did skip things or did you know, change a few things, the events themselves are were the things that I disliked. I didn't like the villains, the situations, the themes. Just the events in general weren't really appealing to me whatsoever. So I don't think I would have wanted those to be expanded upon in the first place, since even already, I really wanted them to be skipped over more. One thing I do wish that we had, though, was seeing the training that Belle went through, because that would have been my favorite part of this season if they had shown it, especially because characters I like were there, and there were things that, that's a thing that I really come to this show for, or came to this show in the first place, at least the second season, something that I wanted to see more of, Belle getting stronger, interacting with fun characters, instead of all this, the war stuff with a rapey god and a different god that rapes, with a whole follower system that also rapes. That was not my cup of tea whatsoever, and I did not want more of that. So, when I read the novels, that's probably going to be something that I kind of look forward to getting past the most. And yeah, I am definitely going to read the novels. But here there's a season 3 coming up, so I still have to put that off for longer than I would like to. I just hope that season 3 is where the interesting stuff comes up, because new things are being brought up, like enemies, really strong enemies that are monsters and not really uninteresting, unappealing gods that kind of irritate you. At least those aren't a thing when it comes to the next kind of subject of an arc, which I assume is what's going to actually happen next, the whole dragon thing. And having a dragon as an enemy is a much more interesting thing than having one of those pretty gross gods. So, probably going to rate this show not as high as I thought I was going to. I'm going to say 6 at this point, at least. I'm not going to say at least. It might actually end up going lower if I kind of think about it more, maybe higher if I think about it more, but it's going to be around there, around 6. So that's pretty much it. It's not much more I want to say about this, except that I am looking forward to that new character that we saw. I just hope that she's not a bad guy, because I like her design. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.